So guys, I'm gonna show you a quick tutorial on how to make a slip bobber. Now, you only need about 3 things. That's all you really need. I'm gonna show you individually. Now I'm gonna show you the best way I've caught fish offshore, which is gonna be in a future camping episode. Make sure to check that out. This is what my secret is in catching fish offshore. 8-foot rod with 30-pound test. Alright, so what you're gonna need is, these are called bobber stops. These are what you're gonna put on your line first. You can find these at Canadian Tire, Princess Auto, in the USA, any type of fishing shop. They're gonna sell you, it looks like a gold penny that has bobber stops attached to it. And you're gonna need a bobber, which I don't like the ball bobbers because I find they don't really tell you when their fish is biting. These ones, it'll bob. When you see, it'll be in the water kind of straight like this, and then all of a sudden you'll see it kind of go under the water a little bit, under the water a little bit, and that's when you know to yank. And you're probably gonna guaranteed have a fish on the line. So you just want to keep that fish on the line until you bring her onto shore. Alright, so first things first, guys. You just take your line, your regular line, and you put it through one of these little bobber stops. They're yeah, as you can see, they're tiny little fidget U's basically. So you want to take this line and fit it carefully through. Make sure it's through, just like that. Okay, so there's a bobber stop through it. Okay, so now you want to take the line, stop it like that, make like a little pretend U, and then just bring the bobber, just bring it up until it's on your line. Boom, just like that, done. You got a bobber stop. That's your bobber stop, it's on the line. Okay, that's your first step. Second step is taking the bobber itself, which this is what I've been most successful with, is with this kind of bobber. Put it through the top of it and just feed the line through. Just a nice casual line through until it comes out the bottom. Okay, came out the bottom, just like that, attached. Now I'm gonna give myself a little bit more line here. Put my bobber stop up. Now I'm gonna tie on a hook. Any hook works. If you're going for perch or walleye, the smaller the hook, kind of the better. Especially if you're fishing offshore or off dock, you really want to have a kind of a smaller hook. This is an 8-ounce hook because I'm trying for bigger walleye for this camping trip. And I'm just gonna place this through. There we go. It's on. That's the hook. It's on. Now I like to make a big U. Wrap it around and bring in through the bottom, just like you're making a knot. All about trying to make a knot. And there you go, there's your first knot. Now I do a few knots here, because one knot might not be good enough. You get a big walleye or a big pike biting on, you're gonna want to basically at least have double. There you go, there's double. I'm gonna do triple just because that's what I always do. Here, boom, done. And I take my teeth and tighten it. Tighten, tight, till it starts hurting your fingers. Alright, so now that's tied on good. Now I'm just gonna cut the line from the end because that's the extra line. Okay, that's the extra line. Okay, so now you have your slip bobber here. You got your hook, you got your slip bobber, you got your bobber stop, which are gonna stop at whatever depth you set it at. I like to set mine at 8 feet, so about halfway down the rod, and just start from there. If it sits on its side, it means it's hitting the bottom. It means reel in and put the bobber stop up a bit further until it sits flat. You kind of want to get that balance between, you don't want it sitting over, but you don't want it to be in the bottom at the same time. So it'll take a few casts to realize that you just want that hook just an inch or two off the bottom of the water. I like to use weights, just like I said. You can get these at Canadian Tire, Princess Auto, or any type of fishing shop. These are just 1 ounce weights. I like to put next to the hook, and all it takes for that is, okay, you're holding it up, hold your line up, go through, and then just take a little nibble. Make sure it's closed. There you go, there's one weight. Don't do it too much, because if you bite down too hard, it ain't gonna move. So it's a little bit of precision that it takes with fishing, but I'm gonna have all these fishing videos, and I'm gonna try and teach you guys how to catch fish like me and the old man do. But this is just for a camping trip, and this is also great for anybody who's starting out with fishing or just trying to teach their kids how to fish. Rig up a slip bobber. I'm telling you, I'm promising you, it'll work out wonders for you. So this is the second week. Boom. There you go. So now with the physics of this is the weight is going to take the hook down in the water, and then your slip bobber is going to go up to the top of your line wherever your bobber stop is. So I like to you can move it around no matter what. You can always move it around. I like to put mine halfway down my fishing rod. Start off at about 10 feet, cast, and kind of see where I am. And if it's sitting on its side, yeah, that's a problem. So you want to bring up your bobber up a little bit closer to, so bring it up your rod to bring it so that it's a little bit closer to shore. Depends on where you're casting and how you can cast. It all depends. But honestly, you'll figure it out as you go. I like to have it, I usually bring the bobber stop up further and further down the line until the bobber sits on its side, purposely sitting on its side. So then I know that I can bring the bobber stop up just maybe like 4 or 5 inches at a time, and then cast out again, see where the bobber's sitting at. And once it's sitting completely up like this, that's what you want, but not too low where it's going to sit on its side, but kind of right in the middle. And that will provide you guys the best fishing, the best knowledge that I know. I'm a great fisherman. Me and my old dad, or me and my old man, great fishermen. And I'm just trying to teach you guys a little bit. If I can help you guys out at all, it'd be great. But this is what we're doing. And I'm going to be taking this rod and this reel out on the next camping trip, which will be recorded here in the next day or two. And thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate all one of you. Make sure you subscribe, like, and put on those notifications, because that helps me greatly. And we'll see you on the next one.